Have you ever heard of manifesting something that felt completely impossible? When I was 11 years old, I manifested a trip to Hawaii, even though my family never traveled and we were under a huge financial stress. I'm here to tell you exactly how I did it so you can make your dreams possible too. Let me take you back to when I was 11. My mom and I were living in this really small 2-bedroom apartment, literally the cheapest rent in town. My mom fought so hard to make ends meet. She did every single thing that she could, worked long hours, overtime, everything she could to raise me on her own. Vacations? They were not a thing for us. The last time I had gone on a trip, I was 5 years old, and I only did that because it was actually for a funeral and I didn't know at the time, and we used frequent flyer miles. So just to be real with you, we did not vacation at all. Even then, deep inside me, I had this true desire to travel. I knew I needed to see the world. I didn't know the how, I didn't know when, I didn't know what, I just knew that I wanted it. Then one day, my favorite YouTuber at the time, shout out to My Life is Ava Gutowski. Now she's like a DJ and a producer. I love her music. She posted this Hawaii vacation montage and I was obsessed. I watched that video every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, I kid you not. I even showed my friends it. When I watched it, I didn't just watch it, I felt the feelings of what it would feel like to be on vacation in Hawaii, to see the beaches, to live the experience, imagining what it would be like in my mind, in my body. First step to manifesting anything is clarity. Even as an 11-year-old, I didn't just have a vague idea of where I wanted to travel. It wasn't just I want to travel or I want to travel to Hawaii. I want to travel to Hawaii and do the things she did in the video and have the time of my life. If you want to manifest something, you need to get super specific on what that is. What do you want? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? How would your life change if you had that? The clearer you are, the easier it is to align yourself with that goal. So make sure it's something you truly desire. Step 2. Here's when the magic started to happen. I didn't know at the time, but I was building a daily manifestation practice. Every day when I would watch that Hawaii video on repeat and connect to the emotions of it, I was doing a manifestation practice. I also added the song from the video to my playlist, so when I shuffled it, probably every single day, or at least a couple times a week, I would listen to that song. Music has this powerful way of locking in emotions. So whenever I was listening to that, I connected to the experience in my mind. I felt the emotions of it. The key here, because I didn't know I was manifesting, I had zero attachment to the outcome. Although this isn't in my physical reality, I'm going to live in this experience on a mental level and I'm going to feel the emotions and get as close to it as I possibly can. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I was just feeling good. I was daydreaming and I was trusting that someday it was all going to work out. Step 3. Now here's the part that a lot of people miss, inspired action. For me, the inspired action was letting myself dream freely, creating that connection to the emotions and just being open to possibilities at that young age. For other manifestations, the inspired action could look different, but it kind of feels like you're being guided into the actions and you have to surrender and allow yourself to indulge in the actions. Inspired actions will feel good to do. For you, taking inspired action might be researching the right opportunities, putting yourself in the right places, going to the right event. It's not about forcing things. It's about staying in alignment with what you want and following the opportunities as they show up along the path. Doing what feels right. Now, here's where it gets wild. Here are the results. About 2 months after I was watching that video every single day, my mom sat down on the couch. I still remember this. And that couch is usually where I would lay down and watch the video. I remember spying on her, looking at her screen. She was looking up hotels in Hawaii. I was like, Mom, what are you doing? And she was just telling me like, oh, I'm just like browsing. I'm just looking right now. And then I sat next to her and I started looking at the hotels with her. I remember being so confused, like, wait, are you actually thinking about taking us to Hawaii? It just felt like an alternative universe. A week later, we booked a trip to Kauai. And I was involved in the process of planning the entire Hawaii trip with her. It was like the universe opened up this door and everything aligned perfectly. It wasn't even difficult. I didn't have to do a bunch of work. It just felt good the entire process, the entire way through. So I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff we did on the trip, not to brag to you, but just to show you how like crazy this is coming from someone who is not in a good financial position. Another thing I actually manifested, I forgot about this, was in the video that My Life is Ava did, I'm pretty sure she had a GoPro, and we actually got a GoPro before the trip, and this was my GoPro. My mom was like, okay, Amelie, if I get you this GoPro, you're gonna have to film the entire trip. We have to make memories. Because I was watching this montage, there's this significance of a GoPro, and then I am manifesting this GoPro to film a montage of my own trip. I remember getting that GoPro and I was like, manifestation is real. Like, I didn't even know what manifestation was, but I was like, the universe is boundless. I can have anything I want. On that trip, we went on this private helicopter ride. Some big percentage of untouched land in Kauai he owned. We met the guy. We flew over a rainbow. We also went swimming at the beaches. We stayed in this beautiful resort, like a Marriott resort in Kauai. We ate out all the time. We just dined literally in a resort with this huge pool. It was just incredible. I was getting mocktails. I was living the life of my dreams. We went hiking. We went on sunrise hikes. We went on a boat ride. It wasn't just like we got there and did nothing. We were adventuring like I saw in the video. If I want to leave you guys with anything, it's that if I could manifest such a crazy trip when being in a terrible financial situation at 11 years old, you guys can manifest anything. Get clear on what you want, connect to the emotions of having it, and just believe that it's possible for you and take inspired action. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What is your biggest manifestation goal? Let's create a community of people who are dreamers and doers, who want to step into the best version of themselves and also achieve the life of their dreams. I'd love to just share that journey with you. I can't wait to hear your stories in the comments and reply to all of them. Subscribe for more, and also if you want to see me on other platforms, I'm most active on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll link those in the description. I love you so much. Feeling is the secret. You got this. You are going to make all of your dreams come true.